Hi everyone. Today I'm going to tell you what to do with your first steroid cycle. This video is purely for educational purpose. Also, make sure you don't break the law. Steroids are illegal in many countries, so make sure to be informed on the laws of your country. You've decided to start a cycle, so I'm going to tell you what you need to know before, during, and after the cycle to ensure you're doing things in the safest way possible. Let's begin. The first thing you need to know is you need to have a plan. You have to buy everything you're going to use for your cycle. Because, if you don't do so, and at a certain point a product that you need becomes unavailable, what you're going to do. So, plan your cycle from start to the end. Buy all the compounds you're going to use, and make sure you buy them from a trusted source, so you don't get scammed. In fact, it is a lot easy to buy steroids or Sarms that are counterfeited, or you might get a different products that can mess up your health. Also, one of the first concerns of people taking steroids is the development of gynecomastia, which is breast tissue that forms under the nipple. In fact, people on steroids don't worry about the health consequences. No, they are concerned with aesthetics. So, for your first cycle, the best option would be to use testosterone, to be taken twice a week to have more stable blood levels. You want to make sure you use a testosterone with longer ester, so you don't have to inject it every day. For example, you can take an anthate or cypionate, which are slow-released form of testosterone, allowing you to have more stable testosterone levels and not experience ups and downs, while propionate or testosterone suspension are quite fast-acting, so the injection has to be more frequent. Also, while taking testosterone, you want to have something like arimidex, so you don't have a lot of estrogen conversion that may cause gyno. Also, high estrogen conversion can cause water retention, making you look puffier. About the dose, it depends on your genetic, your response. There are a lot of factors involved. My suggestion would be to take the lowest dose possible, like 100 milligrams, and if you don't see improvements you may think to up the dose. It doesn't make sense to start with 500 milligrams. Start slow and gradually increase. That way you get less side effects and, in my opinion, better results. What if you don't want that water retention, and you don't want to take arimidex, and you just want to look shredded and jacked? Well, in that case it could be up to take 100 milligrams of test, combined with 500 milligrams of Primo or Masterin. Doing so, you won't need arimidex, and you probably won't get gyno, and you'll have a shredded physique, assuming that you're training hard in the gym and eating in a calorie deficit. Otherwise you won't lose weight. Calories in versus calories out will always apply, even on gears. I remember you that this talk is purely hypothetical. I'm not a doctor. I'm just giving you information. My recommendation will always to stay natural and stay healthy. Because steroids, even on low doses, will affect your health and may shorten your life. Also, if during a cycle you see a development of gyno, you should add some Nolvadex, which is an estrogen blocker. By adding Nolva you counter the effect of excessive levels of estrogens in the body. So, make sure to have it around. Because otherwise when gyno develops, then it's too late to use Nolva, and you have to have surgery, and it will be really expensive. It may cost $5,000 or more. Gyno, it's quite common around steroids users. Not everyone will develop it, but rates are quite high, so you want to take adequate countermeasure. While on a cycle, also expect to gain a lot of weight, and most of it will be water weight. Not all the weight you will put on would be from muscle. Also, while on steroids your sex drive will skyrocket. Because you have a lot of testosterone circulating in your body. You will immediately start to notice improvements in the gym. In terms of strength and recovery, you will be able to lift more and recover faster. So you're going to push really hard in the gym, making huge gains on a weekly basis. But be careful not to put too much weight, because although your muscle are going to be way stronger, your tendons will not adapt as faster, so your risk of injuries are going up. You risk tearing your pec. So, especially when you're on steroids, don't ego lift. However, make sure that your nutrition is on point. In order to sustain your muscle growth you have to eat enough protein, and don't you think you can eat whatever you want and don't put on fat. You still want meat at maintenance or in a slight surplus in order to grow and don't get fat. Don't be like those bodybuilders force-feeding themselves on 5,000 calories or more. You don't need all those calories. You will only gain more fat, not more muscle. Also, don't forget your cardio. In fact, cholesterol is going to go out of whack, with your LDL levels really going up and your HDL levels going down, So when you're on a cycle, this is the time to pay even more attention to your nutrition and cardio in order to stay as healthy as possible. Your cycle must last not longer than 12 to maximum 16 weeks. Then you will need to go off and start a PCT, restore your hormonal balance. When you go off, this is the worst moment. In fact, you will feel depressed because your testosterone levels are crushed, and also you will see your gains going away. You've just gained 10 or 15 pounds of muscle. You're excited, you're stronger, and you look better, and now you have to stop. But you don't want to, so you keep going adding more drugs, and they get addicted. But you have to stop, otherwise you'll only do more damages to your body. You need to stop and start a PCT or HRT, depending on your age. If you're young, you can do a PCT, where you take something like Nalva or Clomid to help your body to restart producing testosterone naturally. Also, you can't expect to maintain all the gains you made on your cycle. In fact, you are going to lose some of that gains. If you do a proper PCT, you might expect to keep half of those gains, but you have to be really lucky. Also, you have to expect to get weaker every single week. Your strength levels will go down, and so your lift. Moreover, your sex drive is going to drop, and some people may experience erectile dysfunction, and they need to take Viagra or Cialis to get things moving. My recommendation would be to have your blood work done on a regular basis, especially if you plan to start a cycle. Do a blood work before starting the cycle, one while doing it, and another one after you're done, so you can keep track of your health markers and make adjustments when needed. You don't know how your body will react while on steroids. Someone may have great blood works, while some others may have really bad ones. So be proactive with your health and talk to your doctor. Because steroids can have a lot of side effect, not only gyno. They could be hepatotoxic, meaning they can damage your liver. Also, they can have effects on your kidneys. So make sure to be informed of all the risks. I repeat, my recommendation would be to always stay natural for your health. Especially for young men, don't expect to pick up more girls with steroids. It's not real. Women prefer a normal guy with some muscle, yes, but they don't want someone looking like a freak. Also, don't expect to take steroids and look like IFBB pro. The results are going to depend on your genetics. If you're a skinny guy with bad genetics, you will put on some muscle, but you'll never look like Chris Bumstead or any other IFBB pro. Starting using steroids, it's not a decision to be made lightly. In my opinion, there are way more cons than pros. Hope you like the video. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and share it with your friends. See you on the next one.